Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much, beautiful souls, for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. This preparation was actually for another preparation, but due to, time floating on by, right? Um, due to that, due to that, um, I don't have time for the actual video that I was originally going to record, which will be the next video anyways, from whenever this recording airs. I will be doing the Jupiter in Taurus. We do have time anyways, whereas the Jupiter in Taurus, why rush perfection, right? Why rush perfection? But Jupiter is now in Taurus and it'll be there until May 25th, 2024 anyway. So we have plenty of time to further explore in the way that I want to further explore and stuff like that. So stay tuned definitely for that. So if you're not subscribed and you are looking forward to some astrological insight into Jupiter and Taurus and so much more, then definitely freaking subscribe. Definitely tap in, turn on, tune in. Definitely sit the fudge down, grab your motherfucking notebook, do whatever it is that you like to do to get yourself comfortable too. And let me lower this shit. I can't find the remote for it. I had it, but then okay, whatever. So either way, I am gonna wing this one because I do feel called upon to record upon, and whether that's just my own inner desires of passion that lives to inspire and expire on out, right? Because I must express myself, for it is in my DNA. I love to express myself in every single kind of way. I feel called upon, and even though my time has been condensed, um, we're still gonna dive in, tap in, turn on, tune in, and be dope as fudge together in every single kind of magnificent quantum alignment alchemy way. And so I want to thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with me, and for truly helping me grow my channel, and for being a supporter in even just watch time minutes. And and if you feel unseen and but you connect with me here, that's a beautiful place to start action, right? And so whether you make yourself known or not, it doesn't matter, right? Because we are one in this kind of development of quantum evolution, right? And so that's what I'm about. That's what I love. That's what this channel is all about. And that only tells me how fucking genius you are. If you tapped in, turned on, tuned into me, and the fact that you can even follow my blah, 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 you hear how fast I motherfucking speak. Like, and I slow it down for for this recording because I don't have that type of equipment that can pick up every single motherfucking sound and all this kind of stuff with such like high quality. I don't even know the language of those kind of systems to even know what the fudge to get. I just go with the simplicities, right? Nothing crazy, and do that which I do and how I do. No edits too. I just, either add or just enhance and stuff like that. But whatever the case may be, I love it here. You know what I mean? And I find my own unique way to express myself. And so that's just how it be. So I appreciate each and every one of you for tapping in, turning on, tuning with me, because we be going through it. We go in deep. I know how the babbler is me. And so when I connect with beautiful souls all over the world, it's like amazing to be able to connect with so many beautiful souls in powerful ways that are empowering for each and every one of us here now today, because our now is one, right? That which we do now, speaketh now, doeth now, act upon it now, creates our later, our tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And so why not support one another? Why not be there in good deed than trying to be some deceivious, decep- deception type person that just like, whatever. I don't even want to speak that language. I don't even know it. Right? Anyway, my allergies have been acting motherfucking up, so it makes me think, what are they spraying into the environment? Alright? Alright? I drink my teas. I eat healthy. Sometimes whatever. I do like, my creamer, whatever. But still, everything is in moderation. I exercise. I do my yoga, my meditations. I fast. Why the fudge are these allergies getting the better of me? Right? Which makes me think about the ailments that's another episode that we're gonna be doing. So stay tuned for that too. I'm not gonna rush quality. You know what I'm saying? Like I do everything, I don't script anything. And so everything is freestyle delicious, manna nutritious. And so if it don't come natural, it don't come at all. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just how that be. But anyways, I got that Sag quality in me with that Jupiter, which is here up in Taurus season, right? But it's on some good vibes only vibrations, right? So it's for the great benefit, right? For all the ways to have the things that we want to magnetize, right? The luck, the optimism, right? The supportive energy lent by this visit, by this transit. I am excited to record for the Jupiter and Taurus video. So definitely make sure to tap in, turn on, tune in for that. I feel it percolating, right? This was the preparation of it. And then time, like I said, flew. And so now I'm just here. And we're going to tap in, turn on, tune in, and just see what comes up naturally and how it comes out articulated from me and those kind of channeling degrees. So we do have several decks up in here because that's how I operate. You hear? So yeah. I'm feeling a little stuffy again. So things could feel stuffy too in terms of environment, right? So especially when we're in transits for certain kind of things, right? Like things could get it's getting, I hear the song, it's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off. Okay, there's that. And there's also that stuffy. That stuffy when, when you're getting rid of congestion, right? Congestion. Okay, congestion, right? When you're getting rid of that type of like that mucus, that sticky, that icky, right? That which does not serve your body. Like, why do we need that? We do not, right? And then also what stuffy reminds you of, right? If you want to think about it from an evolutionary perspective, right? The moment that, right, from someone like I that does breath work all the mother fudging time, right? This is not a daily thing. This is not a lifestyle list type of thing, right? So whenever I get stuffy or that type of agitation, right, of sinus issues or things like that, it brings me back to my breath, but I'm in an annoyed way, right? Because it's like you can't breathe. So it's like, so that so it makes me think about how, I guess, like, again, being grateful for the opportunity or for the ability to breathe this breath of life, this chi energy that lives inside of all of us, that which we breathe, the soul, the breath of life that we are. So it brings you back to this reminder point of a healthy point of a getting into your own breath work, right? In order to clarify, in order to cleanse, in order to clear, in order to hear, right? So it's also breathe easy too, because that which is crescendoing is going to be 50-50 for many of us, and there's so many things external from us that is beyond our control. And so it's like, dude, breathe, do that, breathe in and out. No matter how stuffy, no matter how hot, no matter how suffocating something could feel too. I feel like suffocating, right? Like no matter how suffocating something can feel, like it's annoying for me when I can't breathe the way that I would normally breathe, because I know what it's like to breathe. And so to know that I have to wait this out, right? It triggers the impatient side of me. And then it's like, okay, going to take a steam shower or something like that to clear my air, to clear my nasal passages, to relax my system and to not be so frustrated or annoyed and stuff like that, right? Um, and to start to be conscious about the things that make us stuffy or make us feel suffocated. And sometimes that could be our thoughts too. How stuffy do you make your thoughts about what you do, how you do, where you do, when you do, right? That could be stuffy in a room. Like you could be stuffing so much responsibility onto yourself that it could become a stuffy environment that you need to go blow your nose. I need to go blow my nose. I'll be back. Seriously. So we're clearing the environment, right? Clearing our own environments. That's dope. You're breathing easier, even through the transitions. That's a good place to be. The crone, the wisdom that you obtain. You could be 26 years old. You could have been born in 1962. You could be 39 years old. You could have been born in 1993, right? The fixer, right? But no longer too, like whitewashing the fixing too. Don't mind these cards. I've had these cards for, I'm gonna say 10 plus years. So they look really worn. These are one of my really worn cards. I have so many, but anyways, right? The wisdom that right? It's one thing to acquire knowledge. We can all acquire wisdom. But do we act upon the wisdom that we acquire? That requires an act, right? So it's like with wisdom, I act. 6, 7, 8 could be a life path number 8. Could have been born in the month of August. Something in August could be significant. You could have been born on the 26th day of, you pick the month, darling. Could be life path 3, life path 9, right? 10, 11, 12, 12, 3. Yep, life path 3, which equates to 6. It could be life path 6, right? But how much of a fixer truly can you be, right? If you ignore your own self-care. So even now with this like whole Jupiter and Taurus type thing, right? We're amping up our self-care, right? It's excellent. This is an excellent transit for that anyways, right? Leaning towards our sensuality and our um and our enthusiasm, right? Because you can grow tired of pretending like something um is right when it's not, right? So it's like being complacent. It's like being compliant. It's like conforming, right? It's like settling. It's like not addressing an issue. It's like um not pointing out the pink freaking elephant in the room. It's like how much can a person disappoint you that you don't say nothing because you don't want to start something? Right? How much knowledge can you possibly have and apply none of its wisdom in your own acts, in your own life? It's like, how many times are you going to do that? So it's like, right? Now, Jupiter is here too. And what it lends to the environment, which is beautiful, my great grandpa Jupiter, right? So that, but remember, you could get stupider too. Expand that. So let us be mindful about that which we're allowing great grandpa Jupiter to expand upon us in our own worlds, right? So how many times can you whitewash something? How many times can you put something under the carpet? How many times can you pretend that it don't bother you when it does? Like how many times? So this could be like, this could be too like cutting cords and ties with people that for so long you felt the shade, or you felt the something was off in their energy field, but because who they were in your life or something like that, you didn't dare to question that feeling that you got. And then now the more and more that you get wise in your own energy and your energy, and you see that what you see, because one of the fucking paths of the wise is that once you see, you cannot unsee, and you can never go back. So now you've gotten to that place, and now everything that was once ignored or brushed under the carpet, right, that you didn't fix, you didn't address either. And so now you're in this state of evolution that you can't unsee that shit anymore. And it's like, so now your move seems drastic. It seems that Queen of Swords, King of Swords, that Ace of Swords, that Page of Swords coming in with a swift motherfucking Knight of Swords message, like decapitation. And it might seem dramatic to other people, like, whoa, 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 where you just came from. Dude, I was asleep. You slept on me. I was sleeping on myself. All this time I was letting you slap me in the face. And since I didn't address it, you kept slapping me. Just because it went unsaid doesn't mean that it's dead. And so it's like, how many times you're going to break your own heart? How many times are you going to deny yourself the truth? And so it's like, nah, now we're starting new things. Now we have healthier habits. And so a lot of that which you fixed before, and it's not really a fix, it's like, just because you don't address something doesn't mean that it goes away. That shit only gets bigger. Now, so for those type of energies that still want to live in that level of deny, and they want to live in that sea of denial, right? And they don't want to address certain issues, and they want to act like shit is okay, but yet they're bothered in every kind of way. Well, Jupiter has a lot to say, and it ain't gonna feel like you want to play, because it's gonna be like, dude, you should have gotten out of your own fucking way. But we gotta call a spade a spade. That's the crone shit. That's why they want to depict her ugly or whatever the case may be. But look at the pearl of wisdom that everybody seems to miss. You know what I mean? It's a beauty, right? Gifting light, gifting sight. And it's like the full energy. Look, 12, 21, reverse that 12, 12, 21, 21, 3, 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, right? Then you got 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, right? There we go, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? But it's like, and it could also bring about like this melancholy, right? Because if you're tapped in, turned on, tuned into this message, right? Then you're a deeply feeling being, like so deep that you probably questioned everyone around you. Like, am I the only one that actually feels? Because everybody seems a little absentee from their whole feeling. And it's just like, oh my goodness, is this what I'm seeing? Right? And so now it's a different evolution for you. You're even addressing that pearl of wisdom of your own suppression, oppression, depression, feeling melancholy or like unfair, like, you know, getting through to that layer that you may have not dared to enter before because there was no solution for. So why am I going to go and address the issue of my sadness when I already know what it is, but there's no solution for that? Why am I going to go and bring this up if there's no solution for that? Right? Because the solution would be that these other energies would have to cooperate too. And it seems like you can't control that which is beyond your control. You can't control what other fucking people do. And it sucks because it's like, dude, can you just do what you need to do so that we can get along here and really build the fucking castles in the sky that we dream from within our hives? Like, damn, it's not just about you. We all here. So now even that layer, that layer, that slayer, because you that slayer. It's like we can't fix that no more because that only robs us of everything that we are. And so damn that shit, that addressing that type of issue too fucking sucks. Let there be light, because out of darkness gives light. And insight, Jupiter here on hindsight, is like, here you go. These seeds you sow, your wisdom grows. The quality too of life to live, majestic, my friends. And it's like with the, because the boy always reminds me of like the Fool card, because he doesn't know better. But the thing about the Fool, that when we think about that too, the Fool, and then what I like about this boy is that he seems so assured in his position, in his costume, in his wardrobe, right? He chose it for himself, right? And such a big, huge smile on my face. I'm choosing this for myself. And so it's like a sense of, I don't cry, like a sense of, like a sense of pride in how wonderful these self-persevering acts that you are now acting upon for the greater good of the all, which starts with the whole in yourself, is leading you down the right path of self-dignity to self-respect of the most highest value. And even though you might be young in this act, and it might be new, and it's uncomfortable too, there's a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? Right? Letting go of this captivity, right? Letting go, right? Letting go of that juggling too. right? The juggling, doing that, feeling trapped, being captive. It could be life path 1, it could be life path 3, it could be 46 years old, it could be 41, 40 years old, it could be 21 years old, it could be 23 years old. I'm sorry. I know I'm not apologizing, but if this is your first time here, I'm an emotional being who giggles a lot, but I can't help it, and I don't make no apologies for my raw emotion. You know what I'm saying? So I just will be pausing to blow my nose a lot. Because I'm not gonna do that on camera, right? I sound like an eloquent trumpet. Been told that a long time too, right? But the Queen of Hearth and Home, right? So you can be life path number 7 too. You have been born in 1972, 1971, 1974, 1976, 1970. Got my 70s babies up in here. You could be 42 years old as well, right? So something new, right? Juggling too. Somebody here could be having twins. Yeah, that's how I hear it. Somebody here could be a mother, a parent. It doesn't have to be just a mother, a parent to multiple children, to a household of some sort you care for, or you work with children, or you're a caretaker of some kind, and you can have multiple jobs too at this time. But there's a new awakening of a curiosity, of a newness that's coming in, right? It's like and then we can consider it like Jupiter, right? Grandpa Jupiter, like the cosmic doctor saying, okay, dear child, what do you wish, right? And so you go out into this field of the unknown, right? But there's challenges. There's challenges in this field of this unknown because there's just so many unknown variables that come into the mix, right? But the queen of the golden bow, right? Here you are, and it's just like you could be life path number 1. It could be 41, 42, 24, 25, 51, 50, right? 56, 52, right? There's something hidden too. There is something hidden, okay? There is something hidden from you, and it could be of something of conflict for you because, or challenge, right? Something hidden, right? About leaving, right? Something hidden. Okay, okay, right? So you got the hidden one. You got the leaving. So a completing of a cycle, right? Because 54 equals 9, you could be 54 years old, 50 years old, right? You could be life path number 5, life path number 4, right? So there's a leaving behind. There's something that you don't even see that you're going to soon be leaving behind, right? With wisdom too. You could be life path number 6, right? You could have been born June 5th or May 6th or May 5, May 4, something like that. June 4th, June, something like that. It doesn't, you don't have to be, it's just what I'm saying. Right, so pick up your ears. You could have been born in 1984. You could be 48 years old, right? You could be life path number 8, life path number 4. Pick up your ears, right? Because, right, you could be clairaudient too, right? You could be life path number 1. Pick up your ears, right? Right? So in leaving whatever it is that you leave behind, when you trust in this path that you are on, although challenges might occur, right there, we're not exempt. Just because you become enlightened, just because you feel empowered, doesn't mean that you're not met with obstacles, doesn't mean that you're not met with challenges, doesn't mean you're not met with opposition, doesn't mean you're not met with envy. It doesn't mean none of this shit. No matter how much you could protect yourself, no matter how much you can do and all this kind of stuff too, people are gonna be who they are, and you're gonna come into contact with that which you're gonna come into contact with, right? Whomever you're gonna be coming into contact with, wherever you're gonna be coming into contact with, and it's gonna have different varying type of experiences for you, and that's just life. That's just life, right? But the surprise element of it all is, wow, I didn't realize that after all the shit I've been through and after all that's been said and done, that here I am, and now, wow, the queen of laughter. This is fun, right? So it's like being like, it's like the inner child in you awakening to the position of you. You could be a Cancer too, or have Cancer something in your chart, right? Because I'm seeing the symbol of the Cancer, even though you don't see it here, but just with the 9, and then this is with the 6, I just saw the symbol in my mind, right? So, seer, EI, but 9992, right, and 666, right, if you want to turn it into something like that too. But like, so out of all of this, right, when you continue on this this journey of acting in your most highest of good, right? And it doesn't mean we don't slip up. It doesn't mean that we don't have spice to us. Like, don't, please never leave behind your spice. Don't look at your sarcasm or your dark humor or things that you hide behind and like, oh no, that's not appropriate. Like, don't be fucking judging yourself, right? You like what you like, and that's it. And anybody that's dead set on judging that, which is what brings you joy, as long as it's not fucking harming somebody else, right? As long as it's not harming someone else, your kinks, your preferences, the things that you like, and the things that turn you the fuck on, right? And the things that you hide behind closed doors that you're like, oh, I can't say this out loud because if I did, then other people might be like, that's inappropriate. Or, oh, granted, it's nobody's fucking business what you do. And you don't have, I'm not saying, oh my God, profess, confess, and let everybody know all your kinks or your little, all these things behind the scenes and all this kind of stuff, or even the right to your own melancholy, your own feelings, your highs and your lows, like not hiding these things too, right? And just embracing all that you are, accepting all that you are, right? Doing all these kind of things, right? For yourself, for the greatness of you. What was I saying? You see, removing the perfectionist and the perfectionism and the idea that, oh my gosh, I can't share that, right? I can't share that because if I do, they're going to judge me for that too. Cancel me, this cancel culture. Or this, I'm going to ignore that person that I pay so much attention to. Like what? What? So it's like letting yourself and accepting yourself. I was thinking about that. I literally was thinking about that. I was thinking about my own nakedness, right? And my own levels of comfortability and where I am in my own body imaging and all this kind of stuff. And although I can appear to be confident and I know how to dress myself, to flatter myself, I know angles for myself. I do, we all I care about my appearance, how I look. I like to be cute. I am fucking cute. I accept all of this and stuff like that too, right? But my own nakedness, and now in this world that has this body shaming kind of stuff or whatever, but no, me meeting with myself, right? Just true healing, like meeting with myself and my own body. I had to address what I don't undress, which is I don't feel so good in it, right? And so the parts of me that don't, why? Right? So it's like going back with wisdom, like we're not bringing this up to hurt you. We're bringing this up so that you stop whitewashing it, right? You stop acting like it doesn't exist. Right? It's the same thing like with people, right? That might be shocked by your sudden dismissal of them or your sudden cutoff of them. Because it's like, yo, underlying all the energies that you've just been quiet upon, right? It's like bringing up your truth and owning it and accepting it too. It's like right now, if they were to find me, I think about crazy stuff like that. Like, oh my God, if I was to get into this like accident right now, and let's say I'm impacted in my car and they have to pry it out and like rip off my clothes, the part of me that survives would be like, oh my God, they saw my body naked. Like, what the fuck? It's not to giggle and it's not to laugh and it's not to. I know I be funny, you know. At least I find myself funny, and that's the point, right? I find myself funny whether you do or not. I don't care. Like, it makes me laugh, right? My humor and stuff like that. And I hope that you find your humor funny too, even if nobody gets you. Trust me, I've been the only one laughing in a room at my own joke that nobody gets, and people have tried to, like, even though if they get it and not even try to comply or anything, will try to make me feel uncomfortable with myself. And guess who kept fucking giggling? I, right? So it's like owning that shit, right? Owning that shit. But let me go let me know. Seriously. So it's like healing, right? Because I see the green woman right here, right? Healing the dreaming too, right? But look at the remembrance, remembering what you are. And for some of us, it's meeting yourself for the fucking first time, right? So the green woman, the heart chakra, right? The voice activation, right? Because the blue around, right? Too. You could be 30 years old, you could be life path number 3, you could be 55 years old, you could be 63 years old, you could be born 1963, you could be 36 years old as well. Okay, but for your everyday too, you are the sorcerer too, right? Of all that you do, this lady of faith, it could be life path number 8, 7, 8, 9, life path number 9, life path number 4, 2, 42 years old, 47 years old, 44 years old, right? 33 years old, the fairy of growth, massive growth happening here for you in regards to your sadness too, right? You could have been born in July, right? Let's see who's here. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. I may the manna that you receive be all the evolutionary seed that you need to breed successfully, abundantly, prosperously in your lane, in your own electromagnetic field, cleansing your auric field in every kind of abundant, beautiful way, and all this stuff in every kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who's here. And this is more for fun. Don't hold on so tightly to this. Like, this is more just adding a little fun so you can feel more connected and stuff like that. But if your year doesn't be called, or your number and all this other kind of shit, don't, whatever. It's okay. You could be life path number 1. You could be 54 years old, be 42 years old. You could have a moon in Taurus. You could be a Taurus, moon in Leo too. You could be Leo. You can be a Libra. You could be 45 years old, 54 years old, right? You could be 42, 41. You could be an Aries. You could be 46 years old. You could have been born in 1994. You could have been born in 1944. You could be 1940. You could be born in you could be 51 years old, 52 years old. You could be Capricorn. You could be Pisces. You have Sagittarius in your chart, Scorpio in your chart. I see Aries and Leo again. I said that already. 1984, you could be 22 years old, 21, 24. You could be life path number 5. You could be 54, said. You could have been born 1979, 1997, 1989, 1998, 1986, 1984, 1981. You could be 22, I said. 20, you could be 28 years old. You could have been born 1980, 1978. Okie dokie. 1975, 1971, 1987, 80s and 70s, baby. Let's see a lot today. 70s, 80s, all on deck. Here you are, radiating, basking in the sunlight, sharing your brilliance, shine, spotlight, fame. Okay? For those of you that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in, that is your energy. You radiate. You radiate abundantly. Share your brilliance in the world. That is what you are designed to do as you continue to abundantly, prosperously grow, getting to know, acting in wisdom, the seed that you sow, the things that you want to grow. You do. Abundant be you. Shine. Spotlight. Fame. You are talented. You are brave to go out, take center stage, light, bright. You are shine bright. Okay, I love that for you. Cool. What you wish is coming to you in good time. Dream, faith, miracle. That which you radiate, that which you magnetize, that which you create, crystallize. Get into your finer tune of that which you want to create for you. What is it that you want to do? Speak that which you wish to create. Jupiter is here. He's going to make things great. It's time for you to get into that good vibe only here at this moment in time. As you come alive, you birth alive, this radiance inside you, right? Tap into your sensuality, amping up your self-care, right? Get into your embodiment, know who you are, and get yourself out there. Be brave. Know that you are beautiful. These seeds that you sow, and that you know that Grandpa Jupiter is up in here expanding whatever it touches, and it touches you. And so here you are, some good old fun for you too, to be alchemized in the things that you do to long have been waiting for. The gift of more, right? And it's just like, okay, here I am. I'm opening up to this Venetian land, this action in my own awareness. I know that I magnetize this quantum full aligned, this alchemized, moving forward boldly towards my goals, advancing steps, quantum vast, right? Quantum leaps into that which we create. You may be missing something important, so you look, you realize you are now awake. And so here you have this opportunity to create that which you desire to create with clarity, right? With clarity. Seize the moment. It's time to act quickly. Do it now. Don't wait. Write it down. Make it real. Write it down. Make it real. Write it down. Make it real. Right? You are under divine protection. Divine protection. You are building a secure and lasting relationship. Right? Way of life. Stand for what you want. Accept what you have. This is truth. Your vision, strengthening too. You are building a secure and lasting relationship. Unity, right? Within your own personal community. And that is also magnifying too. You are influential. Jupiter rules luck, abundance, protection, and expansion. And you are here expanding your domain. You are here to receive the gain, especially if you're tapped in, turned on, tuned in to the message of right now. No matter when it is that you come in, it's a pow, wow, wow. Amplification, activation. Time for celebration. The warrior in you, you must stand up for what you believe, be courageous, be bold, confront. You are often in motion, you walk many paths. This is a time of massive change. There's a lot of travel indicated here for you too, making lots of moves, like the nomad, right? Kind of energy too. You have support. Spirit provides all you need to reach your goals. You have help, you have allies, you have success. You have success. You have success, right? Okay, sorry. But freedom. Anyways, it's time to release what's holding you back. Brave, let go, move on, right? Okay. Okay, brave, let go, move on. I don't know what I was speaking about prior to hitting pause, but whatever. Vision quest, right? Ask Spirit for help to fulfill your life purpose. Pray, signs, mission. And also, like, not ignoring that. I was talking about that with my subscribers on Instagram at Enchantress ENCHANTRESS, right? For just 99 cents, you get a load of mana that is worth a hell of a lot more, but it's just a token of appreciation and value and energy exchange that you and I, it's always going to remain at 99 cents a month anyways. But talking about that, right? The energy of like how unique you are, right? You're so fucking unique. The way that you receive information, computation, activation, the way you receive your own claripotencies, right? Your clairaudience, your clara. I just call them all claripotencies, right? All the clairs, whatever ones you resonate with, if not all, right? And and the way that you have your talents, your gifts, your skills, right? There's nobody like you. Even when people copy, even when people like imitate and they want to, they think they can cipher your energy, right? People will just study you mad hard. It's fucking psychology, yo. It has nothing to do with your spiritual fucking magical powers. It's called you observe way too much into somebody's motherfucking mix that you think that you could become the embodiment of that type of shit, and you think you're ciphering somebody's motherfucking energy. Like, what? Grow the fuck up, okay? It's psychology 101. What the fuck you doing up in here? It got nothing to do with ciphering shit from shit, okay? Anyway, so your time is spent observing just certain people's energies and copying. That's me getting into those energies that I just rather stay the fuck away from. But anyways, right? Those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in to this, to my type of energies and all that, you're not about that fucking kind of shit. And unfortunately, you deal with that type of shit, right? Where people they think something, right? You could be a Sagittarius too, right? You could be 33 years old, 32 years old, right? You could be a Leo, you could be an earth sign, but yeah. So like you deal with those type of energies, right? But anyways, but not speaking about that, speaking about you talented, your abilities, your creations, your uniqueness, your individualities, the thing that makes you shine, the thing that makes you stand the fuck out, the thing that makes you as unique as can be, as eccentric as can be, as quirky as can be, as lovable as can be, as admirable as can be, as inspirational as can be, as motivational as can be, as beautiful as can be, as angelic as can be, as helpful as can be, whatever it is that you be, all of the above, right? All that is you is unique. It is unique. You are unique. And so when you receive, right, from the divine, I speak of it in the divine, right? That which is, right, the divine. And then you don't make use of that which you receive. It's an insult to your own talents, skills, and abilities to receive such inner sights and not act upon them. Like, why the fuck are you getting them for anyways? Right? Because you got to remember this too, right? When Jupiter went into Taurus, immediately, watch my other videos, watch all my videos, right? Even the long ass videos and stuff like that, just watch it in parts, right? Eat them on a whole though, watch it in parts. Always bring a motherfucking notebook, right? But the square, that Taurus, it formed the square with Pluto, right? In Aquarius, right? The square and the square with Mars and Leo. Definitely go check out my other videos, right? And this T square in the sky, right? What we called it, like a motherfucking pressure cooker, right? So think ambition, right? Think courage, think action, think vision quest, right? So, and also Mars energy being reactive, combustive, combative, even intense, Aries type energy, in fucking tense. Great Spirit, connect to the divine and allow grace to intervene. You are sacred. You are beyond this body, this vessel that we perceive, right? We're our souls having a human experience. These bodies are just lent. But this Jupiter and Taurus is marking a powerful shift in our connection with the divine, especially if that's been part of your path and your journey. It could be life path number 4, you could be 42 years old, 44. Vision, you must dream the future into being. Quest, create, sight. Promise, keep your word and rise above obstacles. Support, pact, aspire. Right? That which you do, everything about you, right, is divine. Right? So don't stay on your gifts. Don't question, should I? But what if I get canceled? Oh, what if nobody likes this? So what? Bring out your expansion. Bring out your grandeur. The grandeur. I meant to say like grandeur, glamour, and I made up a word grandeur all in one. Right? All that is excess in you, all that is brilliant in you. This lightning bolt of the king of the gods, because that's what motherfucking great grandpa Jupiter is, the king of the king of kings, lord of lords. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Right? Who else was in chorus? Right? So this affects everything, your future, your finances too, right? Your wealth, your fertility, right? Allowing yourself to unleash your creativity, this renaissance motherfucking period, right? New voices, new moves, new ideas, art initiated, right? Expansion, right? Rising, right? So it's like you're rising, you're like an icon rising, the icon of the century, of the decade, being unveiled. You are a sight to behold, the masterpiece being unveiled, right? Taurus deals with, right, money, is currency, right? But remember, money might be a tangible thing, but currency is the real currency. So your currency is tied to your self-worth, darling. So let's get into alignment with that, right? Because Jupiter is here to expand whatever it is that you feel, and it can lead you to economic, wonderful increase. Then why not? Set your salary. What is you want it to look like, taste like, feel like, embody, because that is your powerhouse here. Use your influence to create positive change, shift, believe, strength, rattle, right? Because you're shaking shit up, right? For new inspiration and energy, fresh, creative, awake, right? You're rattling things up, right? So remember too, Taurus is the sign of embodiment, right? So launching, right? Your launching point, where is this heart launch, like where is this launch happening from, right? From this heart throb center, right? This somatic type reboot, right? This artistic resurgence, right? Right. So it's like, what is it that you're gonna do? Taking action, moving forward boldly, like this Aries type energy, right? Jupiter and Taurus wants you to know what you are and how you represent it through your own style, through your own sexuality, through your own individuality, through your own creative expression. Insight, the inner sight that you receive. You are being shown what you need to know, vision, intuition, angle. It's all about the angles, baby. It's all about the angles. You might be seeing crows, ravens, and they may flock to you. Go check out my crow videos and my animal contact with the wildlife. I work with animal spirit, animal guides. It's one of my callings in this lifetime in a line. Just call me an animal whisperer, as I do, because I love the animals and they love me too, right? Both in spirit and both in the flesh. I do attest and I do record a lot of my engagements with animals too and stuff like that. But it's, anyways, it's important, right? Everything that you're about to conquer too, you overcome struggles, the things that you've already overcome, and you heal old trauma, right? So you persevere, right? So it's your resurgence, right? This resurgence. right? This embodiment of this resurgence and whatever that looks like for you, right? During these transits, these major transits. You've been born 1976, 1967. You could be 37 years old, 30 years old, right? You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, right? You could be born 1991, 1990. You could be 40 years old. You could be life path number 4. You could be Cancer, Gemini. Of Gemini, remember these placements, we are more than one sign, so you know what I mean. Gemini again. Here we go. You could have been born in October. You could be traveling too in October specifically too. You could be Sagittarius, Leo. Have these in your chart. You know what I'm saying? 43 years old, 42 years old, 48 years old, 41, my 40-year-olds to my 70s and 80s babies are up in here. Again, you could be 21, 22, right? You could be life path number 7. That was Leo again. Okay. Beautiful. Right. So also, you know, Taurus rules, right? The embodiment, also the aesthetic. So you could be, right, the self-care could be your own beautifying yourself too, whether you're male or female. This is not gender specific. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine energies existing within us, right? And this Venusian energy here too. And then there's a Leo retrograde coming too in the summer as well. So there's a lot of shit going down. Right. So a lot of things to look forward to. Right? Wave of power. Like, are you kidding me? Wave of power. Right? A surge of power, an upswing in your energy field, exhilarating movement, feeling good in that movement too, right? Energy field and adjustment. You're making the adjustments that you need. Aura cleansing and health, right? This aura cleansing, feel your 8th chakra, right? Being mindful of your energetic field. You could be 42 years old, you could be 46, you could be life path number 6, life path 4, life path 2, right? You can have been born in April, born in February. You could have been born on the 19th of any month. You pick a month, darling. Rapid development, excellent success. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Right? Like this energy field of adjustment that you're making for yourself in this wave, this surge of power, right? The awakening too, you could be having past life recalls, whether you're having a past life recall for the 3D or you're having a past life recall for all lives, past life recalls. That's intense and that's a lot to take in, especially during this resurgence, this recalibration, this transit that you are emerging, right, as your truest form. Like in this part of your evolution, there has never been no truer you than there is right now. And even though if you still have ways to go in your development, we all do, right? In this lifetime, when we come in as this human vessel, we come in with a lot of shit, a lot of like karma type of shit that we're working through. Nobody is exempt from this. I'm not allowed to talk about that too. But either way, right, we're not going to take that view. But right, so 31, you could be 31 years old, you could be like path 4, right? Coral's wisdom, thank you, spirit. Colony, right? This is delicate right now. This is a fragile time, right? Works that are created over great periods of time. This hasn't just started. This has been going on, right? For generations already, right? This has taken such a long time to crescendo into the space that it's now in. And even though the space that it's now in can appear to be, you could be 36 years old, right? You could have been born 1963, 1961, 1962, right? And even though this space might seem like completely far out because so many are what appears to be separated from this type of evolution that you are on, nothing is as it seems. Not even the greatest seer can see everything. We're not meant to. We're not meant to. In this body. Because in this body, We all have something to contribute, and that comes from learning. So even those that might believe themselves to have the most of all the answers to be able to manipulate the universe or the conditionings of a society ruling, they got something coming for them too. None are exempt from this learning. And that's the point of justice that we all have to agree to see, even though we can't see it just yet. You know, it's here. Taste it. Taste it. Taste it. So there's a clearing. Telepathy, right? Nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. So your gifts are increasing, they're intensifying. And it's not that so much they're increasing because you've been tapped in, turned on, tuned in. They're just amplifying and they're activating even more so. And the more that you actually do that which you are designed to do, and the more that you abide by the divine existing within your own shrine, and the more that you answer to the call that only you can hear and see and taste and feel, the more that you do that and these things become more real, the telepathy within you is going to be served fucking real. You think you start witnessing now the effects of circuitry, the intensity. It is mind warping. You'll feel like you ate a shroom. In complete full sobriety. Okay. The Sulky in her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. To be 25 years old, it could be 52. You were born 1952, 1953. Right? You're reclaiming your authenticity. This wave of power. And what's great about this wave of power is that Jupiter and Taurus is revving the engine, right? For this prosperity, this year-long joyride. And so the question here to ask is, how will you make the most of it, right? How will you make the most of it? How will you make the most of it? I read that somewhere. How will you make the most of it? Water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. So feeling lighter and lighter and brighter, right? The sanctuary, keeping that which you must private, right? People can't ruin that which they don't know. So you don't know shit. What? You only know what I tell you, and I haven't told you shit, right? So privacy, right? Not allowing people to disrespect your boundaries, right? Pushing past the taboos and holding your place sacred, right? The mirror, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Seeing who you really are. That's beautiful. Being vulnerable within yourself. Being vulnerable inside and outside. Hi, pretty. Right. Hi, beautiful. Okay. The return of Aphrodite. And this is that I'm going to end these cards here because this is that Venetian energy, right? Taurus energy, right? This Venetian temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. You're treating your journey as sacred. You are honoring the divinity within you, the femininity within you, the masculinity within you. You're infusing this. You're creating the trine within you. You're acting in wisdom too. You're acting in love. You're surrendering. You're learning. You're applying the practice. You're applying that which you learn. You're applying the knowledge. You're acting in wisdom, right? And so the return of the divinity, the return of your divinity, your sovereignty, your holiness, your sacredness, your value, your worth, your prosperity, your abundance. I love that, the return of Aphrodite. Right? Let me remind you about who you are before I go. Right? Let's tell you about who you be and what you need to see and what you need to be reminded of. Uninhibited, your unbridled erotic energy. And what better time in this Venusian energy, this Taurian energy, this sensual energy being lent to us to further establish that within ourselves comfortably. Like what I was talking about, being the nakedness. Like I should be thriving and feeling myself. And so I had this moment, right, of healing and my own body of appreciation that I didn't realize existed because I never gave it the opportunity to be addressed. Right. So it's undressing that which you've kept dressed for so long and really looking at it, looking at yourself, looking at all that you are and just loving you and the beauty that you are, right? Treating yourself as sacred. Right? You are unbridled, you are sexy, you are erotic, you are magnetizing, you are beautiful in the purest tantalizing form. Having the ability to help others release sexual fears and be more authentic in their sexual expression. For some of you might counsel couples or even people in relationships. People come to you for relationship advice, and you don't even have to be in a relationship. And people still come to you because they respect the wisdom and the insight that you give. You may have never been married, you may have been married, you could even be divorced, you could be single, you could have your own casual love affairs, whatever your lifestyle of choice may be. You might be married, maybe not, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is there's no judgment here, right? The people that come to you because they expect such divine insight, wisdom, and truth to come to you that they know, right? And so you help people overcome. You overcome. Having gone into battle with your own dark side, you can see the divinity and sacred elements in the darkness and in destruction. Many of you may consider yourself like light workers, but many of you might consider yourself shadow workers, working through the shadow. And one thing that we know as a light worker in general is also a shadow worker, because you cannot be a light worker without having gone through the fucking shadow. Like some just may lean towards a more lighter approach, and some might stay in the shadows because they find a calling there and they know how to handle those darker, deeper layers there. You need me? Hold on, please. Right. So you might get called away to help a lot or to heal, right? Your hands might be like gods and stuff. So also storytellers here, right? I don't know what I was saying before because some time had passed, but we're just going to continue anyways because I have to go. You have the ability to express life through stories and enhance your magic with symbols. Spirit may also communicate with you through synchronicities. And so you are a storyteller, you are an expressionist, you are an expressionist evolutionist, you are a healer, you are a communicator, right? You are a coach, you are a guide, you are a mystic, you enjoy your ride, and so you find ways to express yourself, even if it's gardening, even if it's there's a way that you do something. There's a way that you show something. There's a way that you express something. I'm not talking about the copycats that come up in here and find their expression and copying that which other people do. I'm not talking about that type. You know who I'm talking about. Tapped in, turned on, tuned in authentic ways, right? You have this natural ability to do stuff that comes out so uniquely that you inspire others to imitate, to copy, to mimic, to want to siphon or something, or think that they can siphon. Don't get me started with that fucking energy again, because I hate it when I fucking pay attention to that shit, right? Because look at the demolisher up in here. You have the ability to step out of the past and let go of old energies to step into the new with ease. You thrive on change, right? And you're so fucking telepathic in your kind of ways, right? Your gift of telepathy is strong with the ability to read minds, project things into the minds of others, and understand your own body and mind as well as others. Your claircognizance, your ability to just know shit, right? You're able to know things without having any previous place knowledge bestowed by your higher self, spirit guides, or simply downloaded into your mind. And that's sexual healing too. That's what I was talking about for those of you that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in, that you are like the guide too, like, or like even like a relationship guru of some kind, right? Where people listen to your advice. Couples listen to your advice. Some of you might be like, let's say, a divine feminine energy, and you might work with a lot of divine masculine energies, or just men, right? And some of you might be a man that you work with a lot of female type energies, because you have the ability to speak to the opposite sex in ways that create growth and change for them. Because if you're a female here, chances are you have a lot of jealousy and animosity and evil eye from the same sex, right? So whoever you are, whether you're male or female, you have a lot of jealousy from the same sex. So you found that on your journey, that you work so fucking well with the opposite sex. So in your career path and that what you do, you might be more of a coach, a tarot reader, or like whatever it is that you do, or a therapist and stuff like that, where you have a lot of the opposite sex as your clientele, as your customer, as whatever the case may be, right? So you have the capacity to become a sexual healer with the skills to change sexual trauma, wounding, limitations that goes on in people's bodies and in their worlds. You may be able to scan bodies and know that just where to touch, what to do. You may know what kind of ailments exist within them too. You can scan someone's entire body scan and just be like, hey, you got a lot of and then right? You're a reader, a seer in that kind of way, a cosmic quantum doctor, a shaman, right? An arouser too. You provoke sexual arousal, like a phantom dancing. And this is also with the same sex as well. Like you magnetize and draw in all lives, right? That like a phantom dancing with them in a vibrational dance to enchant, tease, entice, and play with their most deepest hidden desires. You're sexy in every kind of way. You're a sweetheart too. You live from love, seeing the divinity and love beneath the surface, and shaping all these worlds and experiences through the perception of the heart. And you're all knowing too. You have the ability to connect on a deeper level with people and talk in ways that they feel heard. Being able to penetrate their veil often leaves people feeling vulnerable, right? And you are unassuming, you're outwardly soft and gentle. Your power is in silence too. You are non-reactive and create stillness, making you stand out in a crowd. Music you might be a singer too. You might be some type of level of musician, or music is very important for you, especially on your path. You might sing, you might dance. You don't have to be a professional singer or a professional dancer. You can just do these things anyways, because you're tapped into your divinity. So, and these are the things that just come from you naturally in every kind of way, right? You sing, you dance, you move, you write music, whatever the case may be, you compose, whatever the case may be, you just connected to music, and that's part of your divinity, right? Music has the ability to transport you to different realms by activating and igniting your body, making your magic, rituals, and healing even more potent, right? And you're that dream girl, dream boy, right? You have many options in love, and that puts you in a place of power. You're their dream girl, the ultimate prize to win, which is true, my friends. For those of you tapped in, turned on, tuned in, right? You turn people on. You're very attractive. You're very charming, right? People, when you meet people, even when you're not their type, by the end of the night, they're like infatuated with you. Like you could meet people that like, it's like, like you could come in and everybody could be all bourgeois, right? And here you are just coming on natural and charismatic, right? And you win the eyes of them all, right? And those that may like, they might have a specific mother fudging type, like a type, like a straight, like, tall, like the way that some females would be like, oh, tall, dark, and handsome, and then this one be like blonde, curvy, and this, and you don't fit any of the types, right? And here you come, and you're just like, wowzer, and they're like, wowzers, like, you're my type, you're my all, you've been what I've been waiting for. And so you might have a lot of admirers, right? It sounds exciting, but they're a creature, right? You have the ability to shape shift into any animal, or possibly have a strong affinity towards them, right? This can give you the strength, wisdom, and power of that specific animal. So you can tap into your inner animal, right? Your inner beings, right? Working with spirit animals, right? And animals, period, right? Some of you could relate to being an indigo child. It's your mission to access higher wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence so you can bring it back down to the planet Earth. You should definitely go check out my videos on indigos, crystals, and I forgot the other names. I can't think of it right now. All right, for our final message. Well, look, for our final message. All right, those are it. And we're gonna mix it up. What's gonna be your personal final message right now? You don't know. You don't know. I'm gonna choose one with you guys too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Which one are you choosing? I'm going to choose. I can't choose between these two. Ah, I'm going with this one right now. All right. If you chose this one, sophisticated. Okay, you said this one's definitely not me. I might be reserved, but I'm not sophisticated. Hey, you have a higher understanding of sex and sexuality. It's authentic and empowering, often having a shocking effect on people and provoking insecurity in others. All right, well, never mind. So that's what they're interpreting as sophisticated. Well, then I disagree. I am that too, right? So you might have that type of energy too, where you walk into a room and people might sleep on you and you end up fucking charming everyone's panties off and stuff like that. And you might provoke and trigger insecurity in other people, especially people that are not tapped and turned on, tuned into their own divinity and stuff like that. So like you can be like a person that comes into a place and people with their significant other, they get insecure. Like, oh my gosh, like I like my person is gonna like that person, right? So if you choose this, you are fearless, right? You are bold about your joys in life, making you more vivid and alive to those around you, teaching them to take more risk in life. You help people to be fearless too, right? You set trends, you inspire, you motivate, and you captivate others too, right? So if you chose this one, feeling, right? You're all about feeling. You can make others feel what your energy inspires energy. Just be careful with that. You invoke or inspire in others because it will come back to you, right? And then if you chose that with me, fortunate, you have a pioneering spirit that can manifest abundance easily. All that you touch turns to gold. Luck seems to be on your side. What? All right, thank you. That's all I have for you guys right now. So make sure to tap in, turn on, tune in to the next video, which will be all about Jupiter and Taurus. You're not going to want to miss that one because I'm going to give it my own little spin and you're going to enjoy it too. For those that will tap in, turn on, tune in too. Also check out all my videos. There's over 2K plus videos, infinitely more and growing. And so yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. One more for the road. Embody ancient wisdom. You heard? All righty. Gotta go.